Hello everyone. Today we are about to embark on an exciting trip around the world. On this occasion, we have prepared something newly special, a tour of the 20 most wonderful cities in the world. Kyoto, Japan, where tradition meets beauty. Our first destination takes us to a city that is a true cultural and spiritual treasure, Kyoto, Japan. This ancient city is a perfect reflection of how tradition and beauty can blend harmoniously. Kyoto prides itself on being the center of Japanese culture for centuries. Walking through its cobblestone streets is like traveling back in time. But, of course, no trip to Kyoto would be complete without a visit to its famous temples. One of the highlights is the majestic Kinkakuji, the Temple of the Golden Pavilion. This gold-covered temple looks like something out of a fairy tale and is reflected in the serene waters of its surrounding pond. And we cannot forget the splendid Kaimizadera, known for its wooden platform that extends over the cliff, offering spectacular panoramic views of the city, especially during the sakura season. In addition to its spiritual richness, Kyoto is also famous for its handicrafts and green tea. Strolling through traditional districts such as Gion makes you feel as if you are in a bygone era, while tea houses offer moments of tranquility and connection to Japanese culture. The combination of historic architecture, Zen gardens, and Japanese hospitality make Kyoto a unique experience not to be missed. Paris, France, the city of love and elegance. Our next stop takes us to the City of Light, a place that has inspired artists, poets, and dreamers for generations. Paris, France. This iconic metropolis is synonymous with romance, culture, and an elegant lifestyle. Paris is not just a city, it's a state of mind. From the majestic Eiffel Tower soaring above the skyline to the magnificent Notre Dame Cathedral, every corner of this city is imbued with history and beauty. Strolling along the banks of the Seine River is like walking through an impressionist painting. Iconic bridges, such as the Pont Alexander III, are reflected in the serene waters, creating an atmosphere that seems like something out of a dream. If there is one thing that defines Paris, it is its dedication to art and culture. The Louvre Museum houses some of the world's most famous masterpieces, including the enigmatic Mona Lisa. The wealth of history in each room is truly astounding. But Paris is also known for its urban charm. Cobblestone streets invite you to explore, the Montmartre neighborhood transports you to a bohemian era, and sidewalk cafes and local markets connect you to the heart of Parisian life. And, of course, we can't forget the unmistakable aroma of freshly baked croissants. Parisian gastronomy is an art in itself, and every corner offers an opportunity to savor the authentic flavors of the city. In short, Paris is a symphony of culture, history, and romance that has no equal. If you've ever dreamed of walking the Champs-Élysées or seeing the city from the top of the Eiffel Tower, this is the place where those dreams come true. St. Petersburg, Russia, where history tells its own story. Our journey now takes us to a city that is a treasure trove of history and architecture, St. Petersburg, Russia. Known as the Venice of the North, this city is a fascinating melting pot of art, culture, and grandeur. St. Petersburg carries the legacy of Tsar Peter the Great, who founded this city with the vision of creating a window to Europe. The Winter Palace, which houses the famous Hermitage Museum, is an architectural gem that holds priceless art treasures. The canals that wind through the city add to its unique atmosphere. A boat ride on the Neva River allows you to admire the splendid buildings and bridges that line its banks, such as the elegant Palace Bridge. But it is the Peterhof Palace, known as the Russian Versailles, that takes your breath away. Its exquisite gardens and golden fountains transport you to a world of opulence and beauty. St. Petersburg is also famous for its cultural life. The Mariinsky Theater is a symbol of Russian opera and ballet, where magnificent performances immerse you in passion and artistic expression. Also worth a visit is the Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, with its 5 domes, as well as the city's many spectacular Orthodox churches. In short, St. Petersburg is a window into Russia's past and present. Every corner tells a story, every facade is a masterpiece. It is a city that immerses you in the grandeur of its imperial past and dazzles you with its vibrant cultural present. Prague, Czech Republic. Next up is a city that looks like something out of a fairy tale, where Gothic architecture and charming alleys are intertwined with history. Prague, Czech Republic. This magical city is a treasure trove of cultural and architectural treasures. Prague is known for its spectacular Prague Castle, an imposing complex that dominates the skyline. This castle is not only an architectural masterpiece, but also houses centuries of history and secrets. Walking across the Charles Bridge is like traveling back in time. This medieval bridge, adorned with statues of saints, has been the silent witness of countless stories over the years. But Prague is also the city of towers and bell towers. The Powder Tower and the Old Town Tower are impressive examples of Gothic architecture, and climbing to the top of these towers rewards you with panoramic views of the city. Old Town Square is a focal point of Prague, where the astronomical clock performs its captivating show every hour on the hour. This medieval clock is a marvel of engineering and aesthetics. Prague is not just a capsule of the past. The Mala Strana district is an artistic and bohemian haven, while the Dancing House is a striking example of modern architecture that blends gracefully into the historic surroundings. Buenos Aires, Argentina, where passion and culture dance in the streets. Our next stop takes us to a city that beats to the rhythm of the tango and resonates with a unique blend of cultural influences, Buenos Aires. This city is a whirlwind of emotions and experiences, where every corner holds a piece of Argentina's history and passion. Buenos Aires is a city of contrasts and diversity. From the elegant boulevards of the Recoleta neighborhood to the colorful houses of La Boca, each neighborhood has its own personality and contributes to the cultural mosaic of the city. And, of course, we can't talk about Buenos Aires without mentioning tango, the dance that captures the passion and soul of the city. In San Telmo, tango is experienced in the streets, in the cafes, and in the milongas, where dancers merge in a unique emotional connection. But Buenos Aires is much more than music and dance. The Teatro Colón is an architectural and cultural gem that has hosted some of the world's most impressive performances, from opera to dance. Gastronomy is also an integral part of the Porteño experience. From the flavors of an authentic parrillada at an Argentine asado to the seductive sweetness of alfajores, every bite tells a story of tradition and love of food. And if you're looking for a touch of elegance, Avenida 9 de Julio welcomes you with the iconic obelisk, a monument that represents the grandeur and pride of Buenos Aires. Seville, Spain. Our next destination takes us to a city that exudes the passionate spirit of Spain and dazzles with its Andalusian charm, Seville. This city is a living poem of culture, history, and fervor. Seville is the birthplace of flamenco, a musical and dance genre that transcends words. In the flamenco tablaos, passion and emotion are expressed through every movement and every note, leaving a lasting impression on all who are lucky enough to witness it. Seville's cathedral, with its iconic Giralda, dominates the city's skyline. This impressive Gothic building is not only an architectural marvel, but also houses the tomb of Christopher Columbus, reminding us of Seville's historical ties to the New World. The Royal Alcazar, a fairy tale palace with Moorish influences, is a testament to the city's rich history. Its exquisite patios and secret gardens invite you to lose yourself in a labyrinth of beauty. But Seville is also the city of joy and outdoor life. Maria Luisa Park is an oasis of greenery where Sevillians gather to relax, while the Plaza de España is a majestic display of architecture and design. Sevillian gastronomy is a delight for the senses. From traditional tapas to innovative dishes, every bite takes you on a journey through the authentic flavors of Andalusia. In short, Seville is a city that embraces you with its vitality and history. It is a place where passion is in the air and tradition intertwines with modernity. Every corner takes you back to a chapter of Spanish history, while the streets invite you to dance to the rhythm of life. Florence, Italy. Our tour continues in a place that breathes art in every corner, where Renaissance geniuses left their mark and beauty is omnipresent. Florence, Italy. This city is a treasure trove of creativity and a window into the splendor of the Renaissance. Florence is home to the Uffizi Gallery, an artistic treasure trove that houses masterpieces by artists such as Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, and Michelangelo. Each room immerses you in a chapter of art history, leaving you in awe of human creativity. The Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, known as the Duomo, is a monument that defies the heavens. Its majestic dome is a symbol of the city's architectural ingenuity and ambition. The Ponte Vecchio, with its stores lining the Arno River, is an iconic and romantic bridge. This historic landmark has witnessed centuries of Florentine life and is a meeting place for locals and visitors alike. But Florence is not only an open-air museum. It is also a place of inspiration. The gardens of the Pitti Palace offer a tranquil retreat and a panoramic view of the city, while the squares, such as the Piazza della Signoria, are filled with sculptures and urban life. In short, Florence is a Renaissance jewel that continues to shine in the 21st century. It is a city where art and beauty are not only a glorious past, but also an integral part of everyday life. Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Our next stop takes us to a unique city, where canals are the heart and open-mindedness is the norm. Amsterdam, Netherlands. This picturesque city is a showcase of history, culture, and a progressive attitude. The canals are the soul of Amsterdam, and touring them on a boat ride gives you an enchanting perspective of the city. The narrow houses and elegant facades are reflected in the calm waters, creating a serene and unique atmosphere. Amsterdam is also famous for its Van Gogh Museum, a tribute to the artistic genius behind some of the most iconic works in the history of art. Van Gogh's every brushstroke comes to life in this inspiring museum. The Anne Frank House is a poignant reminder of the history of World War II. This historic hiding place tells the story of Anne Frank and her family, immersing you in the darkness and hope of that time. Amsterdam is a city that celebrates diversity and tolerance. The red light district is an example of this, where the sex work industry is legal and regulated. This picturesque area challenges you to consider the complexity of freedom and choice. But Amsterdam is also a relaxed and charming city to explore. Riding a bike through its streets is the perfect way to live like a local and admire the historic and modern architecture around every corner. In short, Amsterdam is a city that balances its past with its present, its beauty with its progressivism. It's a place where canals guide you through a rich history and open minds inspire you to consider different perspectives. Istanbul, Turkey, where East and West embrace each other in harmony. Our next adventure takes us to a city that is a bridge between two continents, a metropolis that carries with it centuries of history and a rich cultural fusion. Istanbul, Turkey. This fascinating city is a melting pot of traditions, colors, and vibrant life. Istanbul is the only city in the world that straddles two continents, Europe and Asia. The Bosphorus, the strait that divides the city, is a connecting point and a place where the panoramic views take your breath away. The Hagia Sophia is a testament to Istanbul's rich history. Once a Byzantine cathedral, then a mosque, and now a museum. This iconic building is a symbol of the city's diversity and evolution. The Grand Bazaar and Spice Bazaar are places where the senses come alive. Exotic aromas and vibrant colors fill the air as you explore stores offering everything from carpets and jewelry to Turkish spices and sweets. Topkapi Palace is a corner of the Ottoman past that transports you to the grandeur and intrigue of that era. Its gardens and courtyards are an oasis of calm amidst the bustle of the city. But Istanbul is not just a journey into the past. The Galata Tunnel and the trendy Beyoğlu district are examples of the contemporary face of the city, where fashion, art, and music blend with history. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Our next destination takes us to a jewel on the Adriatic coast, a city that looks like something out of a medieval fairy tale and has captivated travelers for centuries. Dubrovnik, Croatia. This walled city is a historical treasure and coastal paradise in one. Dubrovnik is famous for its imposing city walls that surround the city and offer panoramic views of the sea and terracotta rooftops. Walking along the walls immerses you in history and allows you to admire the beauty of the coastline. Luza Square is the heart of the city, where historic churches and elegant palaces create an enchanting atmosphere. This square is a meeting place for locals and visitors alike, Straighten Street is Dubrovnik's main artery, paved with polished stone and flanked by Baroque buildings. It is the perfect setting for strolling and enjoying the charm of the city. But Dubrovnik is not just about history. Banj Beach offers the opportunity to dive into the crystal-clear waters of the Adriatic and relax under the Mediterranean sun. San Francisco, United States. The next destination takes us to a city that is a beacon of progress and a melting pot of cultures on the west coast of the United States. San Francisco, California. This iconic city is a meeting point of history and innovation. The Golden Gate Bridge is a symbol not only of San Francisco, but of the entire country. With its unmistakable red color and imposing towers, this bridge is an engineering achievement and a photogenic landmark. San Francisco is known for its diversity and tolerant atmosphere. Chinatown is one of the oldest in North America and is a place to immerse yourself in a rich and vibrant culture. Fisherman's Wharf is an iconic destination where the city's fishing history meets modern life. Here you can enjoy fresh seafood delicacies and browse stores and attractions. Alcatraz Island is another must-see attraction in San Francisco. This former prison is famous for its history as a maximum security prison and offers a unique view of the bay. San Francisco is also home to Silicon Valley, an epicenter of innovation and technology. Places like the Computer History Museum celebrate the legacy of the technological revolution. In short, San Francisco is a city that embraces history and looks to the future. It is a place where bridges connect people and different cultures intertwine in a symphony of diversity. Venice, Italy. Our next destination is a city that is like a floating fairy tale, where canals are the streets and beauty is omnipresent. Venice, Italy. This unique city is a treasure trove of architecture, art, and romance. Venice is famous for its network of canals that function as transportation arteries and the setting for romantic gondola rides. Every corner of the city is postcard perfect, with elegant bridges and buildings reflecting in the serene waters. St. Mark's Square is the heart of Venice, where the majesty of St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace mingle with the energy of outdoor cafes and street musicians. But Venice is also a place of art and culture. The Accademia Gallery houses masterpieces by Venetian artists such as Titian and Tintoretto, while the Teatro La Fenice is a symbol of Italian opera and drama. Venice's floating markets are a unique sensory experience. The Rialto is a place where the colors and aromas of local produce create a vibrant scene of daily life. But Venice also faces unique challenges due to its location. The phenomenon known as acqua alta can flood parts of the city during certain times of the year. Despite this, Venetians have found ingenious ways to deal with the waters. In short, Venice is a city that seems suspended in time and water. It is a place where the canals weave a dream of beauty and romance around every corner. Barcelona, Spain. Our next stop takes us to a city that is a treasure trove of creativity and diversity, where architecture dazzles and culture flourishes. Barcelona, Spain. This vibrant city is a testament to the bold vision of architects and artists. Barcelona is the legacy of architect Antonio Gaudí, and the Sagrada Familia is his unfinished masterpiece. This surreal basilica is a visual poem that combines religious elements with nature and geometry. Parc Güell is another example of Gaudí's unbridled imagination. This colorful, mosaic-filled park is a place to stroll, relax, and contemplate the city from a unique perspective. But Barcelona is not only Gaudí. The Gothic Quarter is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets and charming squares that transport you back to the city's medieval past. Las Ramblas is the heart of Barcelona, a bustling boulevard where street performers, flower stalls, and outdoor cafes create an effervescent and welcoming atmosphere. Barcelona is also home to a rich artistic and cultural scene. The Picasso Museum houses an exceptional collection of the painter's works, while the Joan Miró Foundation showcases the legacy of the surrealist artist. In short, Barcelona is a city where creativity and tradition intertwine in a passionate embrace. It is a place where architecture surprises you and culture nourishes you. New York, USA, where the skyscrapers tell stories in the sky. Our journey takes us to a metropolis that is a microcosm of cultures, dreams, and boundless energy. New York, USA. This iconic city is a reflection of human diversity and a horizon of infinite possibilities. New York is famous for its skyline, where skyscrapers stand as guardians of the city. The Empire State Building and One World Trade Center are symbols of determination and architectural grandeur. The Statue of Liberty is an icon of New York and a symbol of hope and freedom. This historic monument recalls the history of immigrants who sought a new life in America. Times Square is the epicenter of urban life and glitz. Its neon lights and giant screens are a constant celebration of popular culture and the city's energy. Central Park is New York's green lung, an oasis in the midst of concrete and steel. Here you can escape the hustle and bustle and enjoy nature in the middle of the city. New York is also home to an incomparable cultural scene. The Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, are just two examples of the artistic treasures the city has to offer. In short, New York is a city that feels like a world unto itself. It is a place where dreams come true, cultures converge, and skyscrapers tell stories in the sky. Cape Town, South Africa. The next stop takes us to a place where nature and history converge in a breathtaking setting. Cape Town, South Africa. This coastal city is a captivating mix of magnificent scenery and vibrant culture. Table Mountain is the city's landmark, a towering rock formation that dominates the skyline. Climbing to the top gives you a panoramic view of Cape Town and the surrounding area. Camps Bay Beach is a stretch of golden sand framed by mountains. It is a place to relax in the sun, enjoy the Atlantic waters, and admire the natural beauty that surrounds the city. Cape Town also has a rich and complex history. Robben Island Prison is a place of historical significance where Nelson Mandela and other political prisoners were held during apartheid. The Bo-Kaap neighborhood is an example of Cape Town's cultural diversity. Its brightly colored houses and cobblestone streets are a reminder of the city's Malay and Muslim heritage. Rome, Italy. Our next destination takes us to a city that is a witness to the history of mankind. An open-air museum where every stone tells a story. Rome, Italy. This eternal city is a treasure trove of art, culture, and legacy. The Colosseum is an icon that connects us to ancient Rome. This epic amphitheater was the scene of thrilling gladiatorial battles and historic events that echo in every corner. The Roman Forum is a journey back in time to the daily life of the Roman Empire. Among the columns and ruins, you can imagine the frenetic activity that used to fill this historic space. The Vatican is a city-state in the heart of Rome, home to St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museums. The majesty of the basilica and the artistic richness of the museums are testimony to the religious and cultural influence. The Trevi Fountain is a romantic and legendary corner. Throwing a coin in the fountain ensures you will return to Rome, but beyond the myth, it is an example of the Baroque splendor that adorns the city. Piazzas, such as the Spanish Steps and Piazza Navona, are examples of urban life and architecture in Rome. These squares are meeting places where history and the present mingle. In short, Rome is a city where past and present embrace in every street and square. It is a place where every building and every ruin tells a story, and where the legacy of humanity lives on. Cartagena de Indias, Colombia. Our next stop takes us to a city that is a treasure trove of colonial history and Caribbean beauty, a place where cobblestone streets and city walls tell stories of centuries past. Cartagena de Indias, Colombia. This coastal city is a haven of elegance and charm. Cartagena's walls are a tangible testimony to the city's strategic importance during colonial times. These imposing fortifications protected the city from invasions and pirates. Cartagena's historic center is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets and plazas full of color and life. Plaza Santo Domingo and Plaza de Bolivar are examples of spaces where history and the present meet. The Castillo de San Felipe de Barajas is an imposing fortress that dominates the skyline of Cartagena. Exploring its tunnels and ramps takes you on a journey through time and provides panoramic views of the city. But Cartagena is not just about history. The beaches of Boca Grande and Castillo Grande offer golden sand and crystal clear waters amidst the bustle of the city. Arsenal Street is a prime example of Cartagena's gastronomic and cultural scene. Here you can enjoy traditional dishes and explore local art and craft stores. In short, Cartagena de Indias is a city where the colonial past and the Caribbean spirit intertwine in a captivating dance. It is a place where the walls tell secrets and the plazas teem with life. Budapest, Hungary. Our next stop takes us to the banks of the majestic Danube River, where stunning architecture and rich history combine in a city of elegance and charm. Budapest, Hungary. This twin city is a jewel of Central Europe. The Budapest Parliament is an architectural marvel that dominates the skyline. Its Gothic design and imposing size make it one of the city's most iconic buildings. Budapest bridges, such as the Chain Bridge and Freedom Bridge, are essential connections between the two parts of the city. Walking across these bridges gives you breathtaking panoramic views. Thermal baths are an integral part of Hungarian culture. The historic Székényi and Gellert baths are places where you can relax and rejuvenate in mineral-rich waters. Buda Castle stands on a hill and offers spectacular views of the city. This complex houses historic museums, galleries, and charming courtyards that transport you back in time to Hungary's history. Andrássy Avenue is an elegant street leading to the Hungarian National Opera. This area is a testament to Budapest's elegance and cultural influences. Singapore. Our next stop takes us to a city that is a beacon of modernity and diversity, where architectural innovation and the fusion of cultures create a dazzling backdrop. Singapore. This cosmopolitan metropolis is a constantly evolving marvel. Marina Bay Sands is an architectural icon that defines Singapore's skyline. Its stunning design, which includes a rooftop infinity pool, is a testament to the city's architectural boldness. The Bay Garden is an oasis of nature in the middle of the city. Its futuristic botanical structures, such as the super trees and the cloud greenhouse, create a world of astonishing biodiversity. Chinatown and Little India are examples of Singapore's cultural diversity. These vibrant neighborhoods transport you to different corners of the world through their architecture, cuisine, and festivals. Sentosa Island is a paradise of entertainment and relaxation. From golden beaches to theme parks, this corner of the city offers a variety of experiences for all ages. Clark Quay is a lively waterfront area that comes alive at night. Its restaurants, bars, and nightlife give you a glimpse of Singapore's party scene. But Singapore is also a place for reflection. Merlion Park is home to the famous Merlion statue, a symbol of the city. Here you can admire the skyline and feel the calm of the river. OJ, Greece. Our next stop takes us to a magical corner where the beauty is overwhelming and the charm is ethereal. OJ, on the island of Santorini, Greece. This seaside resort is a dream come true, where white houses and the Aegean Sea embrace in a heavenly embrace. Oahe is famous for its spectacular sunset views. Oahe Castle is a meeting place for those looking to witness a natural phenomenon that paints the sky with warm, vibrant colors. White houses with blue domes are the iconic image of Oahe. These traditional buildings clinging to the hillside create a dazzling scene that is worthy of a postcard. The blue dome churches and chapels are an integral part of Oahe's stamp. The Church of Panagia is one of the most famous, and its dome contrasts beautifully with the backdrop of sea and sky. The Port of Amudi is a picturesque corner at the foot of Oahe. Here you can enjoy fresh seafood in seaside tavernas and feel the seafaring essence that has defined the life of this region. And so we come to the end of our journey through the 20 most beautiful cities in the world. Now it's your turn to participate. Which of these cities stole your heart? Have you had the opportunity to visit any of them? Or do you have a favorite destination that we didn't mention? Tell us in the comments your experiences and recommendations. We'd love to hear from you and learn more about your own journeys. Remember that sharing is caring. So, if you know someone passionate about travel and culture, feel free to share this video with them. Until the next adventure, let's keep exploring together this beautiful world we call home. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future adventures and exclusive content. The little bell will notify you every time we post something new.